One skeks here. Toxic Rain Manaforged arrow setup for the Settlers Kalguur League, and I did more strong. Our attack, Toxic Rain, stealing here in the tooltip, 2348 damage, 36,595. We are on Toxic Rain level 29. Yeah, before we dive deeper into everything, I will show you a quick showcase about how it looks to play this build. It's screen covering. Let's dive into it.
Exile.
Imperfect.
We are back in our hideout. Biggest changes I made: no life flask. We are not even using Progenesis. That would be the next big thing I would upgrade on my build. Progenesis instead of the Amethyst flask. Just switch this out and you are double tanky than already. So this is a big upgrade if you just take Progenesis. But you can still play without Headhunter, without Mage Blood, without Life Flasks, without Progenesis. Everything is possible. As you can see, that's the biggest new change in Toxic Rain. I never played it without these defenses, and it's working insanely good. So how do it work? Holy Fountain here. First, our defenses are 37% when we are focused. We have 12% extra fist, but we have also 3 endurance charges. Okay, so now we have players gain additional physical and elemental damage reduction for each endurance charge they have. So we get these guys from this node. We get overcharged. So we have 12% chance to get a Power Frenzy or endurance charge on kill. And we use the charge mastery, 100 increased charge duration. So the normal charges are 10 seconds and we are on 20 seconds. Yeah, exactly. 20 seconds for the charges. So that's the one super nice upgrade. We are on 3 endurance charges always, only when you are in boss fights. The next defense layer, what we have, what is really big, suppress. 100% suppress. That's, as always, the way to go. You can get it from the suppress wheel here. It's pretty big, and we also prevent plus 3%. I never used this once before, but it's pretty good. It's a little bit extra less damage. What is the next defense layer? We have increased flask effects. So we recover 4% life when we use one flask. That's really good in the flask mastery. You always should use this one. Then we have natural remedies, 20 increased flask effect duration and 10 increased effect, and remove maim and hinder when you use a flask. So we are not maimed and hindered, will be removed. Next step, we have here more increased flask effect. We could go also here, but we use here 10 increased flask charges gained and 5 increased extra effect. Here also 10 flask charges, extra flask effect, 5%. We use 30 increased effect and 5 more here and more flask charges. Increased flask duration and charges. Increased flask effect duration, increased effect. And flask gain 3 charges every 3 seconds. More 15 increased chaos damage and 5% more effect. Plus 25 chance to inflict wither for 2 seconds on hit. That's important. 50 increased effect of wither. 15 multiples. 6% increased chaos damage taken can be afflicted. Count it up. 6 multiple 15 is 90 increased chaos damage taken. That's pretty big. We go to here. That's here, our chaos mastery, our first one. Here's on the starting point. We go here. 5% chance when you inflict withered to inflict up to 15 withered debuffs instead. That means when you always hit an enemy, you have 25% chance to inflict one withered, and then from this 25% you have 5% chance to inflict 15 instead of 1. And we have how many attacks? We using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks right now. I changed some stuff, testing out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks. Everyone has chance for wither and chance for extra wither 15 instant. That's a really good thing to stack and ramp up the wither instant. We are adding more defense with 5 attacks. Right now we can add 1 or 2 more attacks if we want, but that's the next defense, and that's a really important one. That's why we don't use a life flask. Pretty big. We have life gain on hit 5 per enemy hit with attacks. Gain 5 life, another one. So we have 10. 15% chance to gain 200 life on hit with attacks. We have 5, 10, and we add to all of our attacks 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks life gain on hit support. So every hit we get 60 life from each attack. So 60, 120, 180, 240. So we got 240 life per one shot. Let's check it out. Where is our attack? That's 240 life. Okay, yeah, that's a lot of life we get. Yeah, that's all instant heal. What we get when we find enemies, we get insta healed. The more hits, the more heal, and the chance getting 200 life on hit. So that's extra to the other life we get always. We get extra 200. That's the next defense layer. The other one, what we have now, is Withering Step. I use it on my mouse wheel, but when I press it, we are running. You can see it here. It's the mouse wheel in the middle. Pretty strong. So, Withering Step, insane. You can run through enemies, easy going, nobody can hit you. And cooldown is also pretty fast. So, that's pretty nice. The next thing, we get phasing from this buff, and you can also add like more quality. Then we add more withered debuffs. We have Despair. We don't use any more Despair on hit ring. Now we are using Despair level 22 with 34 increased effect of the curse. We have minus 31 chaos res, and this is increased by 34%. Normally we have minus 30, that's like 21, 23 quality, this gem, and 11 increased effect, but we are using enhanced support, just level 3. You can go insane crazy and buy the big ones, then you make more damage for sure. We get 16 quality from enhanced support, 16 quality, and we get extra plus 29% quality from global modifier. The global modifier is this one, Ashes of the Stars. We are getting 29 to quality of all skill gems. That's also new what I added. So we get on all skill gems 29% quality. So that's why we are using Caustic Arrow of Poison, and I don't put quality on it because it's expensive for nothing. Only some of these guys what is really useful. Toxic Rain of Spore Pass, for example, it has quality 23% and it fires plus 2 arrows, and we put it in and now it fires plus 5 arrows, so we get like extra arrows. And also here Frenzy, there's not a lot changing right now because it has not the highest quality, but if I quality this up on 23%, we have for sure more attack damage and attack speed. That's also big. I will change this. We have here haste. I mean, it's increased only the effect, the area of effect. So that's now 58% increased area of effect. The supports are not affected, but also our Toxic Rain. So we get +1 from item, +1 from global modifiers, and +6 from the support gem. So now we are on 29 and we are on 23% quality plus 29% quality. So that means additional effect from quality is 0.52 seconds to base duration. So and normally it's when you have 20%, it's like 0.2. We are more than double the seconds of base duration. So it's pretty strong. Also, like a really important thing, I upgraded also the next more damage aspects. I got a better quiver. I have damage over time multiplier with attack skills, chaos damage over time multiplier with attack skills, some low life, it's okay, some extra fire, we don't need this really, but the increased damage with bows is big. And also what is also big, it's like over 1 million more DPS. Aspect of the spider skill, it's like level 30. It means you can automatic attack or hit enemies with spider webs, and level 30 means you can hit them 4 times with 4 webs. Each time they get 5% increased damage take. It's 20%, 5% per stack, and you can have 4 web stacks. Increase the damage they take by 20%. Strong. Also, we are using Void Sphere, and that means enemies in range are hindered. Yeah. Anyways, our bow. We are using a thicket bow, +1 socketed gems. We have increased chaos damage over time. Prefix is tier 4. Tier 1 it would be for sure better. Then you have 90 increased chaos damage. +2 level of socketed support gems. That's really important. And the +1 socketed gems also. Also the attack speed and chaos damage over time multiplier. All this together. So this is the bow to go. I added Culling Strike. That's new. I don't know if there's better ones. Just let me know in the comments if there's better options. So we have our helm. We take extra fist damage from hits taken as cold damage. That's important. 22 reduced mana cost of attacks. Good life. Chaos res. Mana reservation efficiency, but we not really need it because we have a lot. Look, the spider aspect of the spider is not active, but if we activate it, we have 147 mana left, so it's also a nice effect when you activate it. Spider stays on the We have also physical damage reduction while focused. That's this thing. And we have also on our gloves 36 increased attack and cast speed while focused. So that's also the same button. So we press one time Q and we get attack speed and damage to reduction. Attack speed 3.75 or 3.9. So pretty nice. We add Blood Rage, so we get base duration 10.6 seconds, grants 14% increased attack speed, grants 5% additional effect from quality, take 4% from our maximum life per second as fist damage, and 4% maximum energy shield per second as fist damage, and we get 20% chance for a frenzy charge on kill. So we getting always damage when we activate it. So that's why our life is going down here. You can see it slowly. But yeah, that's so minimal. You don't have to be scared, because when you press one time one flask, you get healed. So we don't need a life flask because we can heal ourselves with a flask. We get always percentage life from using a flask. So it's pretty nice. What's really good, we have here also the quality on 23%. We get 14 increased attack speed. And when I put it here inside, we get 32% increased attack speed with all the quality from the enhanced support and the Ashes of the Stars. So get some Ashes of the Stars and all the quality as high as possible. And that's also one of the biggest good things you can do. Also, a good side effect, 10 increased experience gain of gems. We have here our Awakened White Manipulation. It's like level 5 and it gets on level 8. Also, our Awakened Vision Projectile is, there's no quality on it because the increased physical damage is so minimal that I don't want to put the quality up on this one. I will do it. That's like the last things I will do. All the quality on everything, especially on the real skill gems, not the support gems, is like super important. Also pretty nice that you can use like recoup for extra defense. So you get like extra heal from the recoup on the ring, for example. And a lot of extra chaos damage on the ring. Here it's Iolite ring. So with increased chaos damage, also with quality on 20% for fizz and chaos damage modifiers. And yeah, non-channeling skills -7. That's pretty important that you will do this on both rings. And yeah, in the best case on both rings, if you're rich and you're playing the whole league already and you have a lot of currency, then you can buy the same ring with the chaos damage and increased chaos damage and damage over time multiplier fractured. And yeah, they're pretty expensive. I was not playing a lot this league. I saw also videos about Toxic Rain Manaforged arrow setup, that it's not working and that's like not really good or whatever it said. I'm testing and putting everything to the limits. I also live stream on Twitch and yeah, just step by, say hello. Details. Here is the Toxic Rain with Empower, Concentrated Effect, Mirage Archer, Awakens, Vicious Protectors, and Void Manipulation. I change to Moderation. What is this guy? I have to go. So we insta changed it. Moderation. We have this now. Level 20. It looks like this. Our calculations. What do? We are focused. If we are focused for some seconds, we get like 2 million more DPS. Onslaught. Focus. For the best case, we don't use focus, so we have nothing, click, only withered stacks, 15, and 4 overlapping pods, and 4 web stacks. We can also remove these ones. So we have 15 million combined DPS. I personally love to map, and it's like perfect, set it up for mapping. Can do bossing, as you have seen. When you have one boss here, you can put one here. So you get a lot more damage of nearby enemies when you're close to these guys. But when you are mapping, so I'm not sure how many monsters are around. Big pack, maybe 10. That's like 2 million more, 2.5 million more when you have 10 enemies. But when you have 20 enemies, we are on 20 million. and we have 30 enemies, we are on 22 million. And the more attack speed we have, so we are on 7.10 attack rate. We add the web stacks, so we are on 24 million with 15 wither stacks, and we are not focused and we don't have onslaught. So we add this and focus, and we have still 4 overlapping pots. And yeah, that's like a good case when you have like a lot monsters. But let's say we have 5. So we get 7 million less. So we are on 20 combined million DPS, and we add 1 overlapping. So 4 to 5 overlaps are pretty possible with this build, because you have this insane attack rate, and also the extra duration was never possible before, this long durations for the Toxic Rain. So you get more overlaps. I don't know how many overlaps we can get, but I let it on 4, that nobody is freaking out. And we also remove these guys here and put 5 enemies in close range. So we are on 17.6 million, and that's not the end, because this is not even the end build. I just made a short update what is possible with this build. If you have any questions, smash it down in the comments. If you have any feedback, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any other questions, I think everything else is covered, what we can do with the damage. If you have any other questions, check my build guide video from the league before. It's like even more in depth how everything in the mechanics work. A lot changes. What I update for sure the next days, or as soon as possible, I will go for Progenesis for extra insane more max hit taken. So we are even way more tanky, because the damage is like insane already. Let me know what you want to see, and I think that was long enough. I hope you enjoyed it. Smash a comment, and hey, don't forget to subscribe me. I need your support to make more videos and see the motivation. Thanks for joining. One Skeks over and out.